Good morning. I am Dibyendu Mondol. Today I am discussing about steam generator. Steam generator. Steam generators. Okay. A steam generator generates steam at the desired rate, at the desired pressure and temperature by burning of fuel in its furnace. Okay, steam is produced by burning of fuel in a furnace. Steam generators are used in both fossil fuel, nuclear fuel, electric generating power station. A steam generator is a complex integration of furnace. Okay, steam generator, that is the complex integration of furnace. Okay, complex integration of furnace. Complex integration of furnace, superheater, reheater, boiler or evaporator, economizer and air preheater, along with various auxiliaries such as pulverizers, burners, fan, stoves, etc. Classification of steam generator. Different types of steam generator. First one, utility. Actually, classification of steam generators or boilers can be made in different ways. From the point of view of application, they can be utility steam generator, industrial steam generator, marine steam generator. Utility steam generator, utility steam generator, utility steam generator, industrial steam generator, industrial steam generator, and another one is the marine steam generator. Marine steam generator. Marine steam generator. Utility steam generators. First one we discuss utility steam generators. Utility steam generators are those by utilities for electric power generating plant. Okay, by utilitying for electric power generation plant, for electric power generation plants. Okay, electric power generation plants. Depending on whether the pressure of steam is below or above the critical pressure, they can be either subcritical or supercritical units. The subcritical steam generators are water tube drum type and they usually operate between 130 and 180 bar steam pressure. Okay, 130 to 180 bar steam pressure. Okay, 130 to 180 bar steam pressure. The supercritical steam generators are drumless. Okay, supercritical supercritical steam generator, drumless. Okay, supercritical steam generator are drumless ones through type and they operate at 240 bar pressure or higher. Majority of the utility steam generators are of the 170 to 180 bar. Okay, 170 to 180 bar here. 180 bar steam pressure. Okay. Now our second thing, actually in utility steam generator pulverized coal is mainly the fuel used. First, pulverized coal. Okay, pulverized coal, mainly the fuel used. Some circulating fluidized bed stream generators have also been installed recently in some utilities. Okay. Now our second one is the industrial steam generator. Industrial steam generators. Industrial steam generators are those in process industries like sugar, paper, jute and so on, institutions like hospital, commercial and residential building complexes. Okay. In process industries, like sugar, paper, jute and so on, like sugar, paper, jute and so on. Okay, so on. Institutions like hospitals, commercial and residential complexes. They are smaller in size. They can be pulverized, coal-fired, fluidized bed or strokes. Okay, with coal mostly as the fuel. Coal mostly as the fuel. Okay. They can also be heat recovery types which use waste heat from various industrial processes. They operate at pressures ranging from 5 to 105 bar with steam capacities up to 125 kg per second. Okay, operates at a pressure ranging from 5 to 105 bar with steam capacities up to 125 kg per second with steam capacities 105 kg per second. Normally, they do not produce superheated steam. Okay, do not produce superheated steam. Produce superheated steam. Okay, তাহলে do not produce the superheated steam. They supply wet or saturated steam and sometimes even only hot water. Okay, this is the industrial steam generators. Now our last one is the marine steam generators. Okay, last one is the marine steam generators. Marine steam generator. Marine steam generator. Marine steam generators are used in many marine ships and ocean liners driven by steam turbine. Okay, used in many marine ships. Many marine ships. Okay, the many marine ships and ocean liners driven by steam turbine. Driven by steam turbine. They are usually oil fired. Okay, oil fired. They produce superheated steam at about 60 to 65 bar and 540 degrees centigrade. Okay, they produce superheated steam at about 60 to 65 bar and 540 degrees centigrade and 540 degrees centigrade. Okay, 540 degrees centigrade. Okay, 60 to 65 bar and 540 degrees centigrade. Steam generators or boilers can also be classified according to the relative flows called in relative flows surrounded by water in a shell. Okay, in another type boilers called, actually there are two types of boiler marine steam generator. In one type boiler, fire tube boiler, and another one type is the water tube boiler. So one is the fire tube boiler, another one is the water tube boiler. Okay, water tube boiler. Okay, fire tube boiler, the hot flue gases flow through tubes surrounded by water in a shell. Okay, hot flue gases flow through tube. Hot flue gases flow through tubes. Okay, hot flue gases flow through tubes. Okay, hot flue gases flow through tubes and surrounded by water in a shell. Water tube boiler, water from a drum flows through the tube and hot flue gases flow over them. Okay, water from a drum flows through the tube. Water from a drum flows through. Okay, water from a drum flows through the tubes. Flows through the tubes. Okay, flows through the tube and hot flue gases flow over them. Okay. Now our next discussion about fire tube boiler. fire tube boiler. Okay, fire tube boiler actually since the late 18th century, fire tube boilers have been used in various forms to produce steam for industrial purposes and also for hauling railway locomotive and dry river launches. Okay. They are still often used in industrial plant, used in industrial plants. Industrial plants. Okay, used in industrial plants. Okay, then used in industrial plants to produce saturated steam at the upper limit of about 18 bar pressure. Okay, upper limit of 18 bar pressure. 18 bar pressure and 6.2 kg per second steaming capacity. 6.2 kg per second steaming capacity. Steaming capacity. Okay, 6.2 kg per second steaming capacity. For small steam requirement, fire tube boilers are suitable. They have certain inherent advantages like first one, low fire cost. Low fire cost. Second one, reliability in operation. Reliability in operation. Third one, need of only unskilled labor. Need of only unskilled labor. Need of only unskilled labor. Less draft required. Less draft required. Okay, less draft required. And quick response to load changes. Fifth one, quick response to load changes. Okay, quick response to load changes. Okay. A fire tube boiler is so named because the product of combustion pass through its tube or flues which are surrounded by water. They may be either first one, externally fired. Okay, they may be either externally fired, externally fired, that is the locomotive type boiler, Lancashire boiler, horizontal return tubular boiler. Okay, locomotive type boiler, externally fired, locomotive type boilers. Internally fired, that is the Scotch marine boiler. package boiler, Scotch marine boilers or marine boilers, Scotch marine boilers, Scotch marine boilers, Scotch marine boilers, okay, or package boilers, package boilers, okay, Scotch marine boilers or package boilers, okay. Now externally fired tube boiler in which furnace is outside the boiler shell, okay, externally furnace is outside the boiler shell, okay. তাহলে fire tube boilers, Scotch marine boilers and package boilers. And if you draw the diagram of fire tube boiler, it's very schematic sketch, okay, schematic sketch, first one line, and this one is the, okay, this one is the grate, okay, air inside, air inside, air inside, and there is a position of the coal, okay, position of the coal, that is the coal gate, okay, okay, position of the coal grate. And flue gases, when flue gases generate, okay, flue gases generate into the tube, okay, তাহলে flue gases into the tube, this one is the tube, lots of tubes are there, this one is the tube, flue gases into the tube, okay, and then goes to the smoke box. The first one, externally fired tube boiler in which the furnace is outside the boiler shell, furnace is outside the boiler shell, furnace is outside the boiler shell, okay. Coal is entered manually by shovels onto the grate by opening the fire door. The products of combustion of flow through the tube which are immersed in the shell containing water. A fusible plug made of low melting point alloy is installed on the roof of the crown in the furnace. If water level in the shell falls below a certain level, the fusible plug melts due to the overheating, or water pours down through the hole formed and puts out the fire, okay. And very important thing, as the hot flue gases flow through the tube, hot flue gases flow through the tube, okay, hot flue gases flow through the tubes, heat is transferred from gas to water, heat is transferred from gas to water, okay, heat is transferred from gas to water all along the length. The gas is cooled and the water is heated till there is nucleate boiling around the tubes and steam is formed. Steam is taken out at the required rate by opening the main stop valve. Auxiliary steam may also be taken to operate a steam jet water injector to feed water into the shell. Airflow from below the grate is regulated by operating dampers according to the requirement of combustion. An elliptical manhole is provided. Very important. Elliptical manhole is provided. Elliptical manhole is provided for a man to go into the cleaning or repairing as the need arises. Okay, cleaning or repairing. Cleaning and repairing. Okay, this type of operation is done. Cleaning or repairing. Okay, cleaning or repairing as need arises. Okay, so this is the fire tube boiler. Okay, thank you.